Hey everybody, Spencer here from Rock Band Opals. Today's package is from Shane Channing at Wholesale Boulder Opal Direct, the same supplier as our first unboxing video. This is going to be a big package today. It's a brute of a box weighing in at something shy of 3 kilos. There's a lot to go through today. Settle in, it's going to be a long one. Okay guys, so this is the first bag of 6 that were actually within that box. Some of these bags contain, in excess of 1.5 kilos of Boulder opal. Some of them smaller. There's also a big mix in this today. I started to get some other types of opal from Shane as well. There's going to be some Minterby, some Lightning Ridge in there, some Andamuka Matrix, both untreated and treated. So a bit of everything today, really. But because, these bags essentially, these are big bags of joy in here. Inside each bag, there is the individual parcels themselves that I won. So there's going to be quite a few of these to go through in here. So I'll start to get them out. I will go through sort of each bag individually, just to sort of shorten this down as much as I can. So within this one bag here, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different parcels that I actually bid on and won during those auctions. So I said, this is about 3 weeks worth of bidding, all came in one box. And there's going to be a lot of really interesting stuff in here today. So with that, this is our first bag. Let's get this in and have a look and see what we got here. And water to the side there. You notice all these bags are named. This is typically what happens in the auctions. As you win an auction, they bag up all those rocks from that auction into a single bag with your name on it, so they can keep track. It's got weights on there. It's got all sorts of things to let us know some more information there. Now, quite a lot of this stuff is higher grade opal today. What Shane and Carla call their ultimate boulder, and it's absolutely beautiful stuff. Again, I probably just need to zoom in a little bit here. Start to see a beautiful bar in there. Look at that. It's time to go chasing. Gorgeous patterning here. Tons of colour in that bar. Greens and blues, a little bit of gold. Some more pinks and reds down this end. And you can sort of see here as well how deep that bar goes. This is not all the way across. This isn't a simple, let's just cut that top off. This goes definitely about 3 millimeters into it. So not a lot to cut and chase there if necessarily. You could use this as the corner and expose it on the corner of a sort of a pendant there. Got other pieces of boulder there. You've got even more opal in here at the top. A lot of things you could do with this one. Let's take the next piece here. Ironstone here. Not a ton of colour in that piece. Still a beautiful rock, but those bands there in the rock. You may notice that's where I got the inspiration for the name of my company from. It's all the banding in the rocks that you get here, hence Rock Band Opals. Oh, look at that. Some of this Boulder opal, you can see you've got sort of blues and greens at this end, and you've got these deep purples and blues down this end, all within the same rock. Two very distinct parts in this rock, easily slice in the middle there and get 2 different pendants out of it. You also sometimes get this really hard white rock in here. It's not chalk, this is, I believe, gypsum. So you can give it a nice contrast. You're never going to get opal within the gypsum itself, but and gypsum is quite soft in comparison with the harder ironstone there. But it can give you some nice stuff. Look, there's tons of colour in here. Take some of this skin off, go down a little bit, find out what's going on in there, and see what else there is. So I'm going to be pretty quick today going through this stuff. This is the last rock out of this first parcel. Oh, look at that. Reds and oranges in here. Teals, blues, purples. This has got it all going on. Look at that. Greens in there, blues again. The opal happens on these bars. So again, it's cutting them down, chasing down that surface. You know, does it go all the way through here? Is it coming around the nut here? Really, really interesting stuff. Good couple of pendants in that rock. So that's the first bag. Right, we're going to go into this bag now here. So this is 100 grams. Let's see what we have in here. 4 more rocks in this one. Have a look what's going on here. It's deep red ironstone here. Yeah, you've got greens in there. Turn it around and look. See what else you've got. Opal coming across there. Again, beautiful rock. Oh, look at those veins that come down there. Sometimes they sort of almost join the different levels of rock. You can see how that water must have flowed, depositing its silica where the opal forms. And you've got some more there. Again, great rock to explore. And lots of fine bits of opal in there, really sparkly. It's sort of shimmer to the rock. Again, when you've got the caps here, you know, again, there could be stuff underneath here. You know, get the sides off, just expose a little bit more of that rock and see what is going on. Then start to make the decisions, you know, how do I want this to be as a pendant? You know, where is my face? Quite a really sort of chunky, thick bit of rock here, almost 2 centimeters thick. We trim saw it down the middle there as well. Slice it into 2 nice sized pendants, rocks, and then you could probably have a nice sort of teardrop shape out of that. Lovely. There's another piece. A lot of colour up in this corner here. Looks like a brain. So one of the really fun parts of these auctions is, you know, as people like Shane show these rocks off, we start to see pictures of them. You know, you think people see things in clouds, you wait till you see what people see in Boulder opal. You know, they get a ton of fun on there, sort of shouting out, you know, different things that you're seeing in them and stuff like that. We quite often see grouped rocks and all sorts of cool stuff. So that's that package. Right, we'll go now into this bigger chunky bag. This is 364 grams of Boulder opal goodness in here. In fact, there's some individual bags, some is all part of the same parcel as one. Let's take a look. Trying to keep all the bags together so I can log all this stuff into my inventory and stuff like that. So as we do this unboxing, I'm trying to keep this stuff throughout, so I understand what I paid for it and things like that. So as I create my jewellery, I know my costs. Let's take a look here. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, what a piece. That is absolutely stunning. I mean, we're talking a big chunk here as well. So that is probably somewhere around 7 centimeters across, good centimeter deep there, about maybe 4 centimeters across there. But look at that pattern. Crystal opal there, up at this end. There's a lot of that sort of purple crystal and it runs right the way through it. So you could even probably get some smaller pieces here and expose some other faces, probably double face stones in here from this piece. That is blooming gorgeous. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, look at that. Lovely little bit of crystal there, blues, greens. And these are chunky size rocks. All sorts of stuff going on in that one. Again, yeah, at 364 grams for essentially 7 rocks. You can understand the size of these things. Yeah, you've got opal through the middle here. Probably doesn't run through, but the fact that this is not on the bands themselves mean it probably does go a little bit deeper. And just take down a little bit at the side there, see where it runs. On the top here, look, we've got some blues and purples in there as well. Let's expose those a little bit more. You probably have got 3 or 4 pendants in here, to be honest with you. Small ones, but different areas. You know, there's definitely some green opal running along the band here that goes into the white there. So some really interesting stuff there to look at. Beautiful patterning on this rock. Some white gypsum at the end there. Opal running through there, worth exploring. Put the end there. Interesting rock to just sort of dig into and see what there is. Actually, there's more than 7 pieces, it's 9. Can't always see them once they go into the front side of the box there. Typical nut there. The opal that runs around in the rings around the nut there. The pipe work on the side there. Lots and lots of sort of blue and purple flashes, green flashes in here as well. A bit of interesting one, just the way, you know, it's more in the sides here than it is actually on those cut faces. Makes it a bit more of a interesting challenge to expose where everything is in here. See, definitely there's almost like a nut here. And that is where we're getting the opal around at that end there. One more piece here on this parcel. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous colours in there, the deep reds and oranges. Tons of greens and these bars here running around. I'll be farming than that. It's about 3 centimetres square at the top here, and then it's 2.5 centimetres deep almost. So that's a big chunk. Okay, so that's that parcel. Let's take a look at the next bag. So this bag coming in at 90 grams. So for you that don't know the difference between grams and carats, a carat is 0.2 grams. Times the grams here by 5. Carats, they are typically worked in rough in grams and finished stones in carats. Alright, let's take a look at what's in this one. Got a lovely green to red stripe right the way through that. Colour in the sides there. Definitely some interesting stuff in there. gypsum in here as well. Crystal center there on that nut. Lovely blues and purples. They go right the way through as well. See where the nut's smaller here and bigger here. So sort of imagine as that increases out inside that. And just all these bars. So that rock would have formed hundreds of millions of years ago. The water flowing through, depositing the silica there. Stunning. Oh, another one of these big, chunky, amazing pieces here. Shane has absolutely top grade boulder. Look at that. I mean, you just have a lovely large pendant there. Probably thick enough to cut two as well, so you get two pendants. That runs right the way through as well, so they'll probably be double-sided. Not a huge amount of what you even need to do on that. Just stone marks itself. Listen to the stone. Look at what it's telling you. Gorgeous. Got some pinks in here. A bit of sort of pink crystal up here. A little other flashes. Another good exploratory rock. So 4 pieces in that one. That's a lovely little parcel. Right, the next one here. This is 95 grams. There's 2 pieces in this. So you can understand that this stuff is pretty chunky stuff. So let's look at this one first. Get it wet. Again, you're all familiar with this type of rock by now. Gorgeous choroid. You've got here various different greens and blues around this ring here. Get it in, polish it up, start to explore. Yeah, this is the big chunk. So that big choroid nut there. Got crystal all through the middle of there. Be an interesting cut. You've got this sort of white skin on the outside of it that needs to be dremeled off. You've got loads of coloured boulder down here as well. Interesting piece. I mean, you probably just come straight off, try and get a flat face at the top here to get a large stone, bandsaw across, and then chase the colours on this side for a second stone. You can see that it goes all the way around. So just take that cap off. Again, Dremel. You know, you can sort of use your cabbing wheels to start that off, but I wouldn't want to go too deep. You just don't know what you're going to find in there. Stunning chunk of goodness that is. Look at it. I mean, that's a big old piece. I mean, that's itself is weighing way over 100 grams. Okay, another bag here. This actually looks like it has quite a lot of other little bags in it again here, so this may have been all of my wins from one single auction in here. Take these out here. We've got bag marked actually, so maybe this may be one parcel. So it's absolutely massive parcel. Probably knocking the camera there. These are different parcels. Get them all out of the bag here. Right, let's look at these two first. Yeah, chunky monkeys, these things. Oh my God, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Got some interesting sort of pinky oranges in this one. It's amazing the colour variations. You know, got some gypsum in there. Of course, you've got your opal colours. Stunning. Let's look at this one as well here. Oh, look at that crystal pipe. Oh, look at it. It's everywhere. Yeah, that's a big old piece as well. I mean, that's top to tail there, 7 centimetres. From maybe 1.5 centimetres there through to about 3 centimetres there, and almost 2 centimetres thick. Big chunk. Look at that. Absolute stunning bits of opal in there. Right. That one. Let's put them back in the bag. Let's get the next one in. Big old chunks in this one. Right, let's see what we got here. Look at that. This is high quality Boulder. All the patterning. So the ironstone there. Look at that. There is some awesome stuff in there to go chasing. Just tons of colour all the way through those greens, blues, reds, pinks on both sides of some of this as well. You can see it right the way through. Some really interesting stuff in there. So we've got 2 more pieces in this parcel. Some nice blues and greens there. Tons of colour in that piece. Look at that. And you can see the seam. You know, this is where it's at. You know, it looks great there, but what's it going to look like if you can expose that whole face? Because it goes all the way through. You know, you've got a face here from where it was cut. So I'd probably come down from the top on this side. Just start to see what there is there. You know, there's bars up here. The big bar is definitely through here. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit to get a lot. Yeah, but you can see the sort of waviness of the seam here. This is why Dremels are better than cabbing wheels for this type of work. Takes longer, definitely. But there's a lot to be gained out of this rock. Huge amounts to be gained out of this rock. Wow, that was an awesome package. Right, let's pick another one here. Let's see what we get here. Colour just all over that. Definite colour in there. Look at that, you've got colour right in the nut there. Lots you can do with that one. An awesome little package. Right, let's look at this. I think is the last parcel. Yeah, this is 3 rocks. Let's get them wet and see what we got. Oh, look, that's your face right there. Bit of opal at the top there. Maybe come down a little bit there, and there's colour definitely coming through some of these bands. Interesting rock. Little chunk here. Oh, look at that, very gemmy, really, really uber bright golds and greens. Some oranges in there. Lovely little rock. And the last rock for this piece. You've got some crystal opal at the top there. Got some greens in the bark, just around that flow, around that nut there. Loads of potential. So I think you'll agree, some stunning stuff from Wholesale Boulder, Opal directing that one. I'm going to clear up this mess and we'll get going with the next big bag in the box. Right everyone, this is bag number 2. Oh my god, we've got about 40 different bags in here. This is going to take a while. Quite a bit of Boulder, but more importantly, this bag contains a lot of other types of opal. Some Minterby in there, some triplets, some doublets, some all sorts of different pieces, a lot of Lightning Ridge, little parcels and things like that. Again, I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. I'm going to move a lot of these bags just out of the way here because there's just so many of them. And we'll go through this as quickly as we can. Obviously got to keep things in bags and things like that because they're all labelled properly and things like that. Shane does a great job at making sure you all know what you've got and which auction it came from, etc. So I'm going to sort of basically wet these things and go through them pretty quickly. We're going to start here with a bit of Boulder. It's just a single piece. Bit of what Shane calls Ultimate Boulder. This has got tons of colour in it, as you guys can see. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit more. Look at that, gorgeous. Great little start to this bag. Right, let's move on to the next one. These are some Boulder rubs. So when you're buying Boulder, there's really sort of 3 stages with Boulders. There is the rough, like you've just seen, a piece of cut rock essentially with it's exposed, you know, some of the rock, but you know you've got work to do. And that work gets you to what's called a rub. So the rub has had some work actually sort of shaping it, exposing the opal seams, etc. Can be done depending on the rock with cabbing wheels, with dremeling, that type of thing. But quite a bit of the work's done, but there's still quite a lot to go. There's no polish or anything like that done. Look at that big chunk there of matrix. Tons of colour in that, right the way through it. Looking there if there's a possible split even along there. Sometimes you can just sort of cut the corner of the opal out there and then get something like a paint scraper, put it into the little gap you've just done there and click and it will snap open. And if that opal face goes right the way through, you'll often have one side with all of the opal still left on it and it will look beautiful. Sometimes you get, with the thicker bars, really lucky and it will snap down the middle of the opal and you get both sides of the rock have, you know, a beautiful full face of opal in it. That's a lovely little rock though. So that's it. So a little bit of rubbing done, you know, a bit of shaping done on here, you know, to try to expose that. Again, you can see here, this is very much a rub. I mean, look at that at the top there. Oh, colour, colour, and more colour. Oh, there's tons of colour through here. Oh, what a beautiful piece. You know, this has been probably taken down. It's very smooth, probably 1200 grit. There, I don't think it's been down to a full 3000 grit or the proper 14,000 polish, but it's got colour, colour, and more colour. I mean, chunky bit of rock there, quite heavy. Definitely a statement piece, that as a pendant. And the last little bit in this bag. Oh, more colour. Look at that. A bit of matrix, Boulder opal there. Lovely. Right, let's get those in the bags. And let's grab the next one. Let's do something a little different. Let's not do Boulder eggs. Let's grab here. I think this is a bit of Mooka. 4 pieces in this bag, weighing 32 carats. Let's have a look here. Yeah, this is Mooka. Mooka crystal. Oh, look at that shimmer to the colour in there. You've got, might even get 2 sides out of that. There's a bar down the middle there you could cut through. Quite small, couple of carats, but tons of colour here. This piece. This has been treated. So it's just had a small treatment at the top to expose the colour there. You can see how far it's got through into the rock. Probably could do with another treatment on this piece to really darken it up and really bring out the rest of the colours in there. There's a total full spectrum of colours in that though. That'd be really interesting after you've really blackened it up. A bit. Oh, look at that. That's a bit of Mooka crystal there. Look at that. You get that blue. Wow. This is quite thin. Probably, get a dark backing on it. There's a doublet, maybe. It's probably too thick actually for inlay. It's about 3 mil thick there. But boy, has this got colour. Look at that. And one last piece here. Again, probably doublet material. It's been treated. Look at that. Gorgeous Mooka matrix there. It's got that sort of moss-like pattern that it's famous for. Blues and greens in this one. Lovely. So that's a lovely little bag of Mooka goodness there. 32 carats in total on that one. Right. Let's get to the next one. So what is this? Say anything outside of Boulder Opal, and it's a journey for me as well as you guys on what the stuff is here. I can always, if you ever sort of get this stuff and you forget it, it's just, Carl or Shane will tell you. Just send them a nice picture. That way it'll let you know what it is. I think this is a bit of lightning ridge. Or maybe it's Mooka. Yeah, I think this is Mooka. Tons of colour in that. Like a lovely little pointer that could make. In fact, probably get a stone out of that. Nice ring stone out of that. It's 4 carats, I would say. That tip up there. It's got a real nice rolling flash to it up there. Lovely. Oh, in fact, this it could even be meant to be. Oh, look at that. All the colours in the spectrum there. Gorgeous, aren't they? So I've not done a lot of work yet with anything other than Boulder Opal from Australia. Used to do a lot of work with Ethiopian Opal. This is just another grade though. I mean, Ethiopian Opal's very good for faceting. If you can get the high grade non-hydra vein types of opal, all of Australian opals non-hydra veins. So it's hard, it's easy to work with. This is a cut stone, looks like ridge. Let's see what, definitely colours in that. I mean, it's quite a chunky, thick stone. Could do maybe with coming down a little bit more, just to maybe expose a few more colours in there. Lovely finished stone there. I'm going to try and get through these bags as quickly as possible. What have we got in this one? There's 3 pieces in this bag. Oh, now we're talking. This is Lightning Ridge. It's not black, but it's pretty dark grey seam here. You know, just need to get that sand out. Try and get a nice face on it with the black backing here. That will make a beautiful ringstone. Just need to do that little bit of extra work there. You know, even if you've got a pointer out of it. Gorgeous. Yeah, more grey seam here. Electric blues coming through there. When you get this sort of darker backing on the Lightning Ridge seam stuff, it just makes those colours pop. I mean, it's almost blowing out the video. I mean, it's just like it's so bright on the screen. Again, bit of sand to get out of there. And again, if you need to come smaller, you might have to. Difficult to know how deep those go until you actually get the Dremel in there and get them out. Gorgeous though. Again, you sort of got a flat top here. You know, you don't use your cabbing wheels to get this stuff out. You use the Dremel just to find out how deep it goes. It may be very shallow and comes out easily, and then you just use the cabbing wheels there to smooth off and then polish. But if that goes deep, you know, maybe that bit of the stone needs to just come off there. Away you go. Looks like a broken stone there. Yeah, sometimes these things do break, unfortunately. There are natural flaws within some of these rocks, and you might not notice until you start cutting them, and they just literally crack like that. Sheared there. So a few lovely little stones. That black one at the start, oh my god, that's going to be lovely. Right, what do we got here? Wow, I mean, I'm seeing colour here. Let's have a little look at this piece. Right, there's the back. I mean, this is, I think this is Muka. And then let's, oh my god, look at that. Colours. I need to get that off. Yeah, actually, it's quite a big chunk. That's 2 centimetres by 2 centimetres. Probably half that. Get a couple of really nice stones out of this. Look at that crystal. If only the camera would focus. Try zooming in a little bit more on it. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to have fun with that one. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Next, this is some Minterby. Right here. Minterby, you know, it has this sort of white matrix with the seams in it. Some colour at the top there, not a huge amount of colour in that, but go digging, see what we can find. And sometimes, you know, you buy these things as a gamble. You know, the lower grade sort of ones, they're not expensive. I mean, look at that. That last stone I may have shown you, the big one may have been Minterby. Looking at this now, knowing this is Minterby because it's written on the packet as Minterby. colour and more colour in there. Last little bit in this bag. Greens, reds, all sorts of stuff in there. Lovely. So I've got about 40 bags to get through, and I think we're about through the first 10 now, so about a quarter of the way through. I've got a bit of Boulder. Let's go back to a bit of Boulder. Oh, actually, that's a bit of Boulder and a bit of crystal of some description. Have a look and see what this is. Nice, a bit of Boulder first. This is a rub. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. This is Shane's Boulder Opal at its finest. Look at all the colours in that. Interesting shape. A bit like a lady's shoe. But that is the face there. Crystal, every colour there. It's absolutely stunning. And here, a bit of jelly opal. You've got those blue flashes within the actual crystal itself. Not the easiest material to work with jelly. It's a little bit more delicate than a lot of the Australian opal. But there's colour just at every level in there. It's gorgeous. Right, let's get into the next bag. Oh, no, I've got a couple of bits of Boulder in here. See what we get. There's rubs again. Oh, hello. Look at that colour. It is everywhere. Ugh, gorgeous crystal in there. Greens, blues. Lovely. What a stunning little rub. So little, it's not that little. 2 centimetres square by about 1 centimetre thick. Good chunky pendant there. Here's the other rub. Oh, even more colour. Look at that. Shane never disappoints with his stuff. You also find, you know, all of the sellers, certainly the good sellers, yeah, they're using a similar setup to me. I'm just recording this with an iPhone. You know, most modern camera phones, yeah, really high quality. You do struggle with some of the colours in this stuff, but it's what you see is what you get. You know, there is no, certainly no one that I've come across that are ramping up, you know, sort of effects on their phones to do, you know, sort of make things more colourful than they are. They really are, what you see is what you get on these things, and that is a stunner. I can already tell by the number of rocks I have got to get through here. I think this may be a two-parter. We'll probably get through this bag and do the other bags in the second part. Oh, look at this. Whoa! I need shades for that. My God, that is bright. I mean, sort of thin doublet type material. But holy Moses, look at the colour in that. It is absolutely gorgeous. You know, little cracks at the edge there, but if you're using this as sort of doubleting material or inlay material, that won't matter. Oh my God, look at that. It's absolutely stunning. That's what Australian opal's about. Look at that. I mean, that is so bright. That is ridiculous. Keep going, let's grab some more stuff here. I think there's a bit of Boulder in this one. Let's keep cracking on here. Oh, I can already see how good this is. Oh, I'm going to have to lay it upside down. Right, so 3 different pieces of boulder in here. Again, I'm going to get some. You can already see how good that one is. Right, let's take a look at. Oh, look at this, guys! Look at the nut on that. Look, every colour in there. That is stunning Koroit. This is the sort of tribal patterning that it's famous for. You know, get a nice sort of triangular pendant out of that, and look at this, all of this opal on that edge there. You're going to be able to chase a really nice drop pendant out of that bit on the side there as well. And over on the back, there's even colour there as well. This is true high grade, or what Shane calls ultimate grade boulder. This is beautiful. Let's look at piece number 2 here. Oh, hello! That is matrix, Boulder matrix opal at its very best. I mean, look at the top up here. Look at the colours we've got. This thing focus. Oh, come to Papa. What a gorgeous, gorgeous pendant that is going to make. And the final piece here. So this is, you know, top grade now. You know, we are. This is not cheap stuff, guys. Do not expect to pick this up for a few dollars. This is true gemmy Boulder opal. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. Those green lightning flashes as it turns. It's one of the things that I love the jewellery like this that makes, you know, from face on sometimes, you know, it looks like you've got a brown rock around your neck, and suddenly you turn and you get this flash of colour. It's just amazing. Oh, now a bit of boulder. It's a chunky monkey this one is. In fact, there's 2 bits of boulder in here. Again, you know, it's famous in my last couple of videos as well. A lot of how these auctions work for a lot of the really good sellers out there. You know, Shane Cullen, Wholesale Boulder, Opal Direct here being one of those, is that, you know, as the prices of these things go up, they'll throw in more stones. So, you know, Shane often throws it, you know, if you get to that sort of next $50 mark, so if this, for instance, started off at $100, that's Australian dollars, and you get to 150 in the bidding, he'll sweeten that deal. He'll put another good piece in as well. And then if you get to 200, another goes in, and 250, another goes in. And at certain stages, you will see some amazing rocks come in. You know, the next unboxing I'll do from Shane will show you that. One of the latest auctions were on, the quality was just next level from Shane. And there was a lot of people bidding, and we got into some bidding wars over some of this stuff. I mean, you can see here, I mean, that is ultimate. Some of the stuff that will come in the next one is ultimate. But what an absolutely gorgeous rock this one is. It's got crystal, it's got colour, it's got pattern. I mean, what more do you want from a statement piece like that? Not a lot of work really left to do on that. I think I would just it's almost worth just polishing it as it is. You know, I think Shane's actually done a lot of the work here and exposed the gorgeousness of this rock. It's thick, it's way too thick to bezel wrap. You know, you can drill side to side. Up here it's thick. I mean, this one 1.5 centimeters thick maybe. So you can very easily just drill through here and have it suspended on a chain there. You can, you know, put a cap on here and pendant cap and just go from there. Gorgeous. Let's take a look at this piece as well. There's the back. You see a little bit of crystal already there, so we know if it's there. What is on the front? See, it's got this matrix opal through it. And look at that. Look at all the colours on the back here. So you've got greens and blues there. Now, that's quite a nice face. But what have we got here? We've got pinks, we've got reds, we've got greens, we've got golds. You know, maybe it's actually worth exploring this piece here. And even though you'd end up creating a much smaller stone, you've still got the rest of that, which would still make a good stone. But suddenly you've got a much more valuable but smaller stone up here because of all the colours. So always, you know, these rocks come through, you know, they're there to explore, they're there to have some fun with. So look here, what's good here? Cut stone here, looks like Lightning Ridge probably. Oh, hello. Look at the colours in that. Rolling flash across there. Shane's done a beautiful job cutting this stone. That is first class. Look at the colours. Oh, bang on, Shane. Stunning. So, I'm a Boulder guy, but I'll appreciate any type of opal when it's got colours like that. Little pieces of here. Let's have a little look and see. Oh, hang on. Bonjour. Woof woof. Toot toot. What on earth do we have here? That is ultimate. Look, every single colour of the spectrum in that little piece. It's about 1.5 centimetres by about 8mm, I would say. About 4mm deep. What a pendant that is going to make, ladies and gentlemen. What a pendant. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. That is true gem grade quality Boulder there. That's what it's about. Look at that. Bloody stunning. Let's just take a little look. Oh, hello. Oh, look at the colours in that. It's a bit rough, but wow, you've got some stuff to chase down in that piece. Look at the seam right along here. Look at the colours. Oh, hello. Great stuff. So I think this is a bit of meant to be. Interesting colours in there. Got to get the skin off and get it polished to really bring that stuff out. There's a bar of goodness through there. Oh, nice. Oh, keep banging that stuff. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Lovely chunk of Muka crystal. Oh, you see that little blue on the, it's got like a lower blue to it, but upper bits of blue pinfire and green pinfire in here. Big old piece, this 4 centimetres by 4. It's thickest there. Look, there's a bar that runs right along here with that colour. Well, again, I need to just back that a little bit. The dark backing on it make everything pop even more. On the dark backing there. Stunning. Right. That's a bit of Muka here. 91 carats of Muka. Looks like there's some treated and untreated, or maybe only slightly treated and stuff in here. Let's have a little look here. You've got a colour bar across the top there, that's nice. Needs a bit of a clean up and a polish. Oh, so much colour in it. Hello. Right, so look, there's a couple of pieces in this one. Looks like ridge. So you got that sort of grey seam, blues and greens in here. I've noticed my light's flashing slightly, so hopefully it's not too irritating for you guys. Got a teal in there and blues. It's a lovely little stone. A bit more work needed on it, but it'll come up lovely. And have a bit of a lightning ridge rub here. Look at the colours in that top corner. Oh, hello. Oh. Thought for a minute all the colour was just down here, but actually it's right the way through it. Probably just needs to come down a little bit. Expose a bit more of that colour. Lovely. Right, we're getting through them, guys. So this will be, when I finish this bag, this will be the end of the first part of this video. I'll do a second part. The size of it was so big. Right, this is an interesting piece here. So this is a bit of Boulder Opal. But what you can see here, it's got a little bit of a glass dome that has been glued to it to turn it into a doublet. And what that does is, so you've got a piece of really nice boulder here already, top quality boulder. But putting that on top of it means that you can start to get the colours from more angles. So it will be much, much brighter. So all you need to do is just trim yourself around that, and you've got a beautiful Boulder Opal doublet there. It's colour play in every direction. So again, not everything is just about cutting and shaping. You've got to think, how else can I, do my jewellery? This isn't just about specimens. This is about how do I make the most of this, and that's one way that you can create doublets. Doublets, they're either very thin and with a backing, or in this case where it's Boulder Opal, it's already got the backing. The doublet can be on top, and you can get triplets which are top and bottom as well. But really interesting way of doing that. And for this stone, I hadn't seen anybody do doublets in this way. What a cool thing for Shane to have done here. Really nice. Look at that. It's stunning. What a ring stone that would make. Right, we'll go here. Another bit of boulder. 18.7 grams this one. It's a rub. Oh, look at that. Colour, pattern. Oh, hello. Look at that, everyone. That's why we do it. Stunning. So this is Shane's sort of high grade or ultimate grade boulder, and he's got this every week in his auctions. So you can start with the rough, you can build yourself up to the rubs. A lot of your work's done for you here. What a stunning stone. Shane will also, if you buy this stuff and you want it finished, he can quote you to finish it for you as well. If you just want to put it straight into a piece of jewellery, if Shane's got the time, he can quote you for it and get it done for you before sending. Look at this. It's a bit of meant to be. Got a little bit of seam through it there. Oh, colour. Hello. That's fun to play with. More pieces of boulder here. flecks everywhere. It's a nice piece. Oh, hello again. I love this sort of lighter brown with the big blue veins running through it. Gorgeous. More Boulder again. These are all rubs. Then you can put each rub into its own bag. Give them a little bit more extra protection. So there's 3 rubs in this bag. Colour, colour, colour everywhere. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, hello. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. And what a colour bar here as well. I mean, it does make you think, do I take that and come off down here and try and get a double-sided pendant out of that? Expose that colour bar? That's a possible. It's thick, chunky, be able to do that. All right, the more opal you expose like that, the more valuable the stone becomes. The question becomes is it just an edge there? Does it run through? It's definitely a bar there. I'd be very tempted to do that. Oh, hello. Look at that. It's like a horse. In the UK, we've got one of the famous chalk outlines called the White Horse of Uffington Hill. It's very close to where I live, and that looks exactly like that. That is so cool. Put a crystal there. Gorgeous. Let's put those 2 rubs back. So about how many bags have we got to go on? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're 3/4 of the way through. What have we got here? A bit of mica. One bigger piece and 2 tiny little pieces here. And get them wet, see what comes up. They're great sort of little inlay pieces or, oh, hello, look at that. This is quite small. You can see here, sort of top of my fingernail there. How small that is, but nice little bit of inlay material. Look at that. Same, very small, that piece. And it's a bit bigger. It's been obviously had probably at least 1 treatment to it. Start to see those colour flashes. Oh, hello, look at that. Probably do with another treatment, you can see, it's not gone through very full here. Oh, did I see red there? Look at that, it's red there. It goes to green, to gold, to blue, and red comes up on that side too. Oh, hello. Some lovely bits of mica there. Right, this looks like meant to be parcel here maybe. Quite a few stones here. I'm going to flip these really quickly. Look at that, very nice. That's a chunk. I think should be able to get a lovely gem out of that. Greens and blues all the way through that. That's really bright. All the colours of the sort of the tropics in there. blues, greens, azures. It's like holding a piece of the sea. I suppose technically it is. Crystal. Oh, at the top there. That's one hell of a stone to be cut out of that. That's there, one last little piece here. Lovely orange and red seam in that. Nice. Feel like we're on the final straight now. Hope you guys aren't flagging as much as I am. Right, got the bits Boulder. Needs a final polish. Gorgeous. Cool, look at that in there. Shane and Carl really know their Boulder. This stuff never disappoints. Oh, colour. Hello. And what you see what this would have been? Probably would have been there and just had just along the edge there, you'll have just seen tiny bits of colour sticking out. And then what Shane's done is he's taken that top off and exposed what's in it. Very flat. This is probably done with a cabbing wheel, but it could have been done with a Dremel, I suppose. But you know, again, you can see that little edge there. That's what would have like piqued his interest in this one. It's like, what is in this? And even some of this might need to come down just that little bit more, because you know there are all the colours of the rainbow in that edge there, and that is slightly lower than the rest of it. So you know, it's certainly worth taking maybe 0.5 mil off the top here, just to see if we can get down to that extra bit of colour, and that would literally double the value of the stone. If you expose all of those extra colours there. So a little bit of extra work goes a long way. What have we got here? Another little parcel. Have a look here. Not sure what this is, not marked. See, it's nice though. Maybe a bit of mocha crystal, is this, or meant to be? So it's all a learning experience for all of us here. So I start to get out of Boulder into some of the other Opal, I'll start to recognise this stuff more easily. That white skin there, that says to me it's more meant to be than anything there. And that grey, I always sort of think maybe ridge. I don't think, if I remember rightly, Shane doesn't do a lot of Cooper PD, so at least one major type of Opal taken out of the choices that this could be. Lovely little stones in that. Yes. Little rub here. Oh, hello. Look at that. Stunning. Good sizes. Just over 21 carats, that stone. Right, last few, here we go. Right, what we got here? Double material here. That's a bin doublet it. See here the back. I've actually it looks like it's been painted on there, so when you turn it over, those colours pop. You've got reds and yellows and golds and blues. Oh, lovely. Sand inclusions there that I need to get rid of. It's not a doublet, that's how bright that is. Again, paint it on the back there. Gorgeous. Right. 4 bags, I think now. Here. Plenty to play with and explore in there. Band through there. Lovely. 2 bags of Boulder and 1 parcel there. Let's get the Boulder out of the way. Look at that. Now this is like a really sort of orangey, deep orange colour. Gorgeous. Yep. Colour down there on the bars. Lovely Boulder rub there. Already seen the colour of this one. Look at this, my friends. Look at that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Something for everyone there. Look at that. Boom. Two bags. This one's tiny. What is this? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have some black opal. This is a doublet. It's got material it's been stuck to. But look at the colours on this. Look at that. Stunning. Gorgeous ring stone that will make. Finally, the last bag. Parcel thing. Look at this. See what we've got here. It's meant to be. There's lovely blues in it. Lovely little bar there to chase. Oh, hello. There's definitely something under there. Get that skin off and see what that's got. Pretty much everything you get from Shane has got colour in it, even these little cheaper parcels. I mean, look at that. You've got crystal there, you've got greens, reds. Just take that top off. That's a ring stone. More bits here. There's a bit of painting done on the back there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is end of part 1 of this huge box of opals from Shane at Wholesale Boulder Opal Direct. Join me in part 2 where we'll dig even deeper. So that's 2 of the 6 bags done. The other 4 bags, all still pretty big, but hopefully we can get them done in about the same amount of time. So thanks everybody for watching this one. We'll be back with part 2 very soon.